Professor Wole Soyinka finally speak on Tinubu unlawful behavior in Rivers State. He finally condemned Tinubu's excessive force of power in Rivers State. Now listen to Wole Soyinka.
Watching what action will be taken by the House. This situation is actually a few days old. And I was watching what action will be taken by the House of Assembly, by Senate, and even by the affected politicians in Rivers State, whom I expect to be in the court by now. Because above the president himself, there's the law. And I expect those who are affected to take the primary step. Let me confess that I was surprised at the ease with which this emergency law, that step, was applauded and passed. And then the critical question, even within the powers of a president under a democratic dispensation, there are areas of discretion. And you're quite right to point out this wholesale suspension of everything to government. I think that's an over excessive response within the rights and the powers. We're assuming now, let's say that the president is constitutionally right, but within his powers, there are also areas of discretion. And I think that the wholesale scuttling of the democratic existence in the rivers was excessive. I think it could have been managed much better, much more economically. I think the president did not sort of curb the extent. He didn't economize on his presidential emergency powers. On that issue, I agree with you absolutely. There's an issue of the Constitution. Is the president's action constitutional? And I hope the affected politicians, governor and representatives, that they test this all the way up so that we get a clearer picture once and for all. Instead of running around in circles from regime to regime, it should be possible by now for one to be able to say confidently that this action is illegal, it's unconstitutional, or otherwise. So for now, we're going to leave it to the constitutional lawyers to guide us. Now, the next question is it politically wise? In my view, this takes us on a slippery slope. It's not what I would like to see happen right now with all our struggle to attain a federal structure. The spirit of it, in my view, is contrary to the spirit of federalism. Now, I speak very carefully and deliberately because this does not vitiate maybe the rightness of the action. It does not establish the wrongness. But with my commitment to a genuine federal structure, when an event like this happens, I see we're back on the slippery slope. And I hope that it is tested all the way, because as I've said, we've been through this before under different regimes. It's either we have a decentralized federalist structure, or we have a quasi-dictatorial, whimsical kind of government, which just panders to the political leaning of whoever happens to be in charge at the moment. So that's my take on it. Obviously, I'm going to go deeper and find out just what on earth has been going on in the real estate that led to this, what I consider an unfortunate step in our federalist journey.
Did you listen to what Soyinka said now? Did you listen to what he said? You see, what he said now, he tried to manage his wares around, try to find a balance. He does not want to offend anybody. He does not want to offend Tinubu. You see how he carefully chooses his words in condemning Tinubu unlawful behavior in Rivers State. What did he say? He said it's excessive force in Rivers State. Is it politically wise? No, it's not politically wise. In terms of economy, is it good for the country? No, it's bad. But what I expected to see in Wole Soyinka's speech in condemning Tinubu's unlawful behavior, I expected more than this, to use those strong words he usually used during the time of Jonathan. We could all remember those strong words condemning Jonathan's administration. He went further that time, went ahead to call his wife hippopotamus, as he called Tinubu's names. He called Jonathan Nebuchadnezzar in the Bible. He called his wife hippopotamus. Has he called Tinubu's names? Is Tinubu government not worse than Jonathan's administration? Has he called Tinubu's names? Has he called Tinubu's wife names? I was expecting to call her, that woman, Tinubu's wife. I was expecting Soyinka to call her names so that we have a new name to call. The one called Jonathan has expired. he should call Tinubu names so that we have names to call. That one has expired. But now, he prayed around it, tried to find a balance, not to offend anybody. You know, I told you before. That's why he was just being careful. Those strong words, no. Excessive, this, that. You see, that's how they behave. But now, at least, he even speak on this for the first time. The long-awaited speak from Wole Soyinka is what you listen to now. This is a long-awaited speak from Soyinka. To say something, to say, Baba, say something. At least, even if he does not call Tinubu's name, he condemned this attitude, this unlawful behavior of Tinubu, this arrogant. I don't care. It must be me. Whatever I say is his stance. All those things. At least everybody has condemned this behavior. Now it is Tinubu and Wike's ideas that is ruling the country. It is not the constitution of Nigeria that is ruling this country. So anything you see in Tinubu's government, you take it because he dictates. Now a dictatorship country. So Tinubu's, Wike, Akpabio, and the fourth one is Tajuddin Abbas, the deputy in the House of Reps, isn't it? Yes, 4 of them now, whatever they say is stance. They are using their own idea initiative to rule this country, not the constitution that blocks them into power, that they should have obeyed the constitution and work according to the constitutions, because they violated that constitution multiple times because nothing. They feel they are above the law. Nothing can happen. Nobody can do them nothing. They are the commander-in-chief. Isn't it? That's it. But now, at least, Wole Soyinka has spoken over this. Tinubu should hear that your friend who has condemned your attitude, your behavior over Rivers State. He has condemned it. It is unlawful behavior. It is excessive force of power in Rivers State. You should listen. Yes, at least. I know. Thank God is at least. But I was to be honest, I expected more from Soyinka. And this is just the beginning. Since he don't wake up from sleep now, he don't realize but this country is not friendly anymore. Maybe it's because of the old age, though. He don't feel shout again. Maybe you understand. 2014, 15, and 2013, 2012, 12, 13, 14, before they took over in 2015 at least till this time. You know how many years added to his age. So you're not expecting to have that same energy that he will come out and start with that full force, using those strong words. Maybe, or in doctor don't advise her not to shout again. Anyways, please share this video